Right now, in 2026, companies are quietly killing your free money. This thing your employer hands you every month for free, and they're just turning it off. No email, no warning. And most people won't even notice it's gone. But here's the worst part, the part that should actually mess with you. You might already be losing it yourself, because like a quarter of people reading their own pay stub right now are throwing away between $1,000 and $3,000 a year, and they have no idea. Not because anyone stole it, because they never changed one number. One setting that got picked for them on day one, and nobody ever touched it again. So your free money's vanishing from two directions at once. Give me 10 minutes, I'll show you exactly how to grab it back. Okay, so let's start with what this free money even is, because a lot of people hear 401k match and their brain just kind of goes gray, files it under boring adult paperwork, moves on. Don't do that. This is literally the single best deal in your entire financial life, and I'm not like exaggerating for the thumbnail. Here's the typical version. Your employer goes, for every dollar you put into your retirement account, I'll throw in 50 cents, up to 6% of your salary. That's it. That's the whole thing. So let's put a real number on it, because 6% means nothing to you until you actually see it as cash. Say you make 50 grand. 6% of that is $3,000 a year that you put in, and your employer just drops $1,500 on top. Free, for doing nothing except pointing your own money at your own future. And just sit with what $1,500 on $3,000 what it actually is. It's a 50% return. On day one, no waiting, no market, no risk, no it depends on the economy, and no investment in history has ever reliably done that. Like the best fund manager alive does not wake up and get a guaranteed 50% by lunch. Your HR department does, quietly, in a form you probably skipped during onboarding. And by the way, 1,500 is the conservative number. The average real-world match runs a little higher. But the exact formula isn't the point. It's a pile of free cash with your name on it. So now the uncomfortable question. If it's this good, if it's the best deal in money, and I just proved it to you, then why is a quarter of people just missing it? And this is the part that stings, so brace. Nobody's stealing it. There's no villain. It's just a number. When you got hired, somebody set your contribution rate, maybe 0, maybe 3%. Maybe your company auto-enrolled you at some polite little default that sounds responsible but sits under the match line. And then you did what all of us do with a setting we didn't choose, which is absolutely nothing for years. You know that one app notification badge you've been ignoring for like 8 months? It's that, except the badge is worth a couple grand a year. It's not a scam, it's a slider nobody dragged, quietly costing you the best return you'll ever be offered. We've all left a setting on default too long. This one just has a price tag. And okay, that's direction one. That's you by accident. Remember I said your free money was vanishing from two directions? Here's the second one, and this is the new thing, the 2026 thing that basically nobody on YouTube is talking about yet. Not all of them. I'm not going to like fear-monger you, but a real growing cluster. TTEC, big company, 16,000 people in the US. They suspended their match this year to move that money into AI instead. Sherwin-Williams paused theirs, Drexel University paused theirs, and a bunch of other big names started trimming benefits in the exact same window. And here's the thing that makes finance people raise an eyebrow. This doesn't really happen except in a genuine crisis. The last time matches got paused in a cluster like this, the 2008 crash, the dot-com bust before that, early COVID. That's the company this belongs in. And they do it quietly on purpose, right? A paused match doesn't feel like a pay cut. Your salary doesn't drop. No line item turns red. HR doesn't send a sad little email. The free part just stops. Most people find out never. They just retire with less and never connect it back to the Tuesday in 2026 when a slide deck decided their match was funding a chatbot. And I know somebody's thinking, okay, but it's a pause. They said temporary, who cares? So let me hand you one number and then I'll shut up about it. Kiplinger ran this. Somebody earning 75 grand who loses their match around 3,400 bucks a year over 20 years at a totally normal return ends up with about $135,000 less at retirement. 135 grand from a temporary pause. Because the free money isn't the loss is the decades of growth that free money never got to do. That's the part temporary hides. And, sorry, there's a third way this vanishes, and this one's sneaky because it can bite you even when everything's going great. This is the one almost no explainer video tells you about. It's called vesting. Here's the deal. The money you put in, always yours, 100%. Walk out today and it's yours. Nobody can touch it. But the money the employer matches, that free 50%, a lot of companies make you earn the right to keep it by sticking around. And it comes in flavors. Some places do a cliff. Not vested, not vested, not vested. And then on your 3-year anniversary, boom, it's all yours. Which is fine. Unless you quit at 2 years and 11 months, then you hand all of it back. Others do graded, where you keep a rising slice each year. Every plan's different, so go look at yours. But imagine leaving a job for a $2,000 raise and forfeiting 11 grand in match that vested next month. People do that. All the time. It's just brutal. So anyway, 3 directions. You on default, the company on pause, and the exit door with the vesting trap on it. That's a lot of ways to lose the same pile of money. And I promised you 10 minutes to grab it back, so let's do the thing. This is genuinely small, like embarrassingly small for how much it's worth. Step 1. Today, not this weekend, not when things calm down. Today, open your 401k, Fidelity, Empower, whatever your company uses. Find one number, your contribution rate. That's the percentage coming out of each check. Step 2, compare it to your match. If your match tops out at 6% and you're putting in 3, you're just leaving half the free money on the table. So drag it up, bump it to at least the full match. That's the whole move. That one slider is the difference between claiming your $1,500 and gifting it back to a company that would genuinely never mention it to you. And if you're one of the people whose match got paused this year, I'm sorry, that genuinely stinks, but don't let the habit die with it. Redirect that 6% somewhere it still grows, like an IRA, so your muscle stays trained for when the match comes back, because a lot of these do come back. Sherwin-Williams already restarted theirs. Treat the pause like the pay cut it quietly is and route the money anyway. And step 3, the vesting one. Before you ever quit a job, check your vesting schedule. 30 seconds. Just don't walk away from money that vests next month. That's it. That's the whole checklist, and it fits in a coffee break. Now, one honest thing, because I'm not going to lie to you to make this cleaner. Somebody watching is carrying a credit card at like 20-something%, and you're about to ask, match or kill the debt? Get the match first. It's free 50%. Nothing you're paying beats a guaranteed 50. And then, once the match is captured, go attack anything above about 7% interest like it owes you money. Not max out your 401k and ignore your whole life. That's the oversimplified version, and it's just wrong for a lot of you. Match first, then the high interest debt. That's the honest one. Because here's where we land. This isn't really a video about retirement, right? Retirement's 40 years away, and I know that feels fake. It's about the fact that there is a raise sitting in a menu you've never opened, that you already earned, that somebody is quietly deciding whether you get to keep. And the only thing between you and it is one number in about 10 minutes. So go move the number today before some quarterly meeting moves it for you. And if this made you want to text a coworker, wait, have you checked yours? Do that. Honestly, that's kind of the whole point. It's the most useful thing you'll send anyone this week. Subscribe if you want the rest of these. There's a whole pile of money hiding in boring settings, and I'm going through them one at a time.